add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being... Too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Black 80! I got you, boy.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 6. Well, that's a combination that 49er fans are happy to see. Garoppolo to McKinnon, and they want to see a lot of it. They didn't get to witness it at all last year. Remember, McKinnon got injured before the season began. But you think back to his final year in Minnesota in 2017, had almost 1,000 yards of total offense. A lot of those on the receiving end of things. He is definitely a weapon out of the backfield like we just saw.
Here we go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Garoppolo now. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Coleman on the draw. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Running to the kicker. Defense.
So forget the field goal. Give them the 1st on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So how big might the special teams mistake be there? Running into the kicker, and that penalty leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Gold is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go draw play to McKinnon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger?
First seems... in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Goff going to throw it. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Quickly from Goff to Cup. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean,
big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll get a look at Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Coach, some might say it's cold, others, like my... It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Jackson on 1st down, letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Sometimes when
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Baltimore taking the field again here, and as we mentioned earlier, getting the win over San Fran this past week to get to 10-2. That's now 8 straight victories for the Ravens. That's a new franchise record. And you mentioned that they are going to have their, in all likelihood, their 2nd consecutive division crown in the AFC North. Last year, they barely got it at the end of the season. They've got a full 3-game lead this year.
Yeah, they could cruise to the title. It won't be easy because they have to go to Buffalo next. And Buffalo has to have that game in order to keep pace in the wild card wild-card race, and they're playing pretty well. But then after that, they're home against the Jets, then they take on the Browns, and then they're home for Pittsburgh. So you're right, they've got a chance to kind of cruise in, but I don't think they're going to play it that way. They've got a lot of momentum going.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, we're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, it's Coleman. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Tanner. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, baby. We got it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run from the pistol with Ingram. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. As the Ravens put on, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
This is fielded at the goal line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He finds Taylor, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Fighting through it. He's got space. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys continue to put this one out of... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hand.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo looks to throw, and his throw is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him in the 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 77 yards. As his guys continue. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
I'm going back to you.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. McKinnon, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, here's Coleman, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Jones. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down, Ingram. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 57 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Garoppolo, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards, as his guys continue to put this. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Jones breaking from the contact. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense.
There he goes, right side. And he cuts a middle and some open room there. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go in the books as a loss of 20, and it'll be 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And again, it's Ingram. Oh, good move. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try and run. Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench. They're
elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top. If the season ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. You give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now. The Raiders, no, I don't give them that type of a shot. I think they're a year ahead of schedule with the season that they're having. The Colts, I do give them a shot. Okay.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. 2nd down and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final time.